Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be doing an account review for a viewer, and this is the first time we're doing one of these on our channel, so let me know how you guys like this video. Hopefully it will be helpful for a lot of you out there. And if you would like me to review your account, I'm open to do that. You can email me or you can message me on Discord. I'll have both of my contact information in the description of this video. So with all of that being said, because we're doing an account review, there is quite a lot that we'll have to go over. And I don't want to make the video too long, so I'm not going to be able to explain all of my reasoning in a lot of detail. I'll try to give a brief explanation for a lot of things. But the number one thing I'm going to look at on any account is your dream realm. I want to see, do you have all the key dream realm heroes built up, and have you leveled up their exclusive equipment appropriately? So he has his damage dealers all built up, OD, Merrily, and Corrin, and all of them are sufficiently upgraded in their exclusive equipment, so he's completely ready for that. Now he has his Smokey and Coco, who are two of the other most used Dream Realm support heroes, and both of them are at Supreme Plus. Really, you only need them at Mythic Plus to be fully functional, but Supreme Plus is even better, so that is really good. Apart from that, there's one thing he has a Rainy at Mythic Plus, we have to mention that. That is going to be your key form of debuff in these Dream Realm bosses, and you definitely want to make Rainier Mythic Plus the top priority on your account. But there is one thing I'm noticing he is lacking, which is the Temesia. So Temesia is a key hero. I use her in my Necrodraken and Snow Stomper best scoring teams, and by getting her to Supreme Plus eventually, but at least Mythic Plus for the true damage, it is going to improve the effectiveness of your teams, and also she gains more sustain by getting her to Mythic Plus. So that should be a priority. I want to take a look at his wish list, make sure that he has Temesia and on both of the regular. He should have it on the regular hero wishes and an epic recruitment. Good, he has it. Good. So he has a really good, I'm really happy with his recruitment wish list. They're really well done. So hopefully you will be able to get Temesia to Mythic Plus soon. You just need one more copy of that, but it can take time even then. You never know when you're going to get that one copy, but hopefully that can be sometime soon. Okay. So Temesia is really the only other key hero he's lacking for the Dream Realm, and once he gets her to Mythic Plus, he's pretty much all sorted. Now, his next question was, should he upgrade the exclusive equipment of Merrily, Corrin, or Talene? Now, I'm not going to talk in detail about this because I made yesterday an exclusive equipment tier list, and I talked in detail about my recommendations for all the exclusive equipments, but long story short is that I do not recommend getting heroes at plus 15 until you have most of your major heroes at plus 10. Meaning the major heroes which need it. And he has a lot of heroes on his account which can really benefit from plus 10 and will perform his performance in PvP, both regular and Supreme Arena, which are Carolina, Haywin, Damien, Floribel, Vala, Sylvina, Elsa. All of these are going to be key heroes you eventually want to get to plus 10. If I had to give you a priority, like who would I take to plus 10 first? It's a little bit of a difficult decision. How many copies are you away from Carolina? One copy away. Okay. Yeah, I would go for your Iron Nuke team, and I would get Carolina to plus 10, Damien to plus 10, and he's using his Almas on his arena defense right now. But I don't know. I think probably it would still just be better with Carolina there. So I would get those two to plus 10 for sure. Then from that point, you can decide Haywin to plus 10, or even Almas to plus 5 I would at least take, but probably not plus 10, because I think they're more important heroes than him, than just getting the life drain off of that. Plus 10 Floribel as well is a good option. So definitely Carolina, Damien to plus 10, and then from that point on you can decide either Floribel, and I think Floribel is a good option because I use her in my Snow Stomper Dream Realm boss as well, and she has PvP uses, so she's like useful in two different areas. Okay, so that is my recommendation on that. Now, he also said, what should he do? Should he do Talene further to Supreme or Supreme Plus, or should he do Scarlita or Fresto to Mythic Plus? Now, definitely I do not recommend taking any Celestial Hypogean hero past Mythic Plus unless you're a heavy spender. Because it's going to take you 6 copies even to get to Supreme Plus, and you get a very not meaningful skill upgrade, just a minor skill buff. So it's not worth it, and with those 6 copies you could take almost an entirely other hero to Mythic Plus and unlock a lot of their effectiveness. Now between Scarlita or Forestro, there's going to be a little bit of personal preference. Both are viable. I say Scarlita because she's the best PvP hero in the game, and you'll do better on your non-seasonal arena and your Supreme arena by building her. But she has some Dream Realm uses, but Forestro is really kind of more, he's definitely more useful in Dream Realm. And I think there's 3 or 4 top performing teams that have him involved. And if you just have Forestro along with your team, maybe that can help you guarantee a top 10 ranking spot in Dream Realm a little bit easier. Although I feel like with Forestro, he's good in Dream Realm currently, but I don't know if with future releases of Dream Realm bosses or with new heroes which come out, I feel like he could be replaced in Dream Realm because he's not like as crucial for Dream Realm as Rainier is, for example. So I would personally prefer Scarlita, but either way I would recommend don't buy anything. Save up all your Gila coins, save up all your Stellar crystals until you have enough to immediately get a hero to Mythic Plus, because this is just going to be better for in every way. Because then if you want to go for Scarlita in 2 months time, you can go for it, but if in 2 months time that's an even better Celestial Hypogean hero, you can use all of these to get that hero to Mythic Plus. So basically, until you have enough resources to immediately take a hero to Mythic Plus, leave them at this 1 copy and don't get any more. So that is my advice on that. Okay, so those were the key things he wanted us to address about his account. Another thing I just want to throw in there is Granny. Granny is a key PvP hero. You should be buying her from the arena store. And I don't agree with buying Stellar Crystals from the arena store. I think buying the S level heroes and leveling them all up and then eventually getting Paragon upgrades is more important. However, I can see your point as well. But either way, at least you should be buying 2 copies of Granny each month of the shop, because she is a key PvP hero. You need to get her to Supreme Plus quicker. She is going to help you in Supreme Arena a lot. Her and Haywin and Rowan are the 3 key PvP heroes from this Dream Realm shop, and even Brutus I use in my Supreme Arena defense, so I think Brutus would be a 4th option to pick up here. Okay, let's take a look at your... So for Dream Realm, the thing is, when you're comparing Dream Realm, because he's still in like the mid part of the season, is going to depend on your level, because everyone hasn't hit the level cap. And he is ranked 80th in the district for level, so even if he can sometimes finish top 50 in the district for Dream Realm, it means he's performing way above his level. Like, to be ranking like this when you're ranked 80th in level for the district means that you're using good teams. Your teams are quite well upgraded. It's just that you're at a level deficit compared to your people you're competing with, and you're not able to compete with them. So then you're just gonna have to settle for a top 20 spot, and even top 20 is amazing. Like, you're getting 5 temporal essences compared to 6 per day, which is still a really good thing. If you take a look at the Supreme Arena, so Supreme Arena. I like to also use Vala in my Mauler team, but which team are you using OD in? Okay, so he's running a full crowd control oriented team. Definitely Carolina and Haywin need to be run in some of these teams. Elsa should also be run because she's pretty good in crowd control oriented teams. Yeah, so I do not like this team. I think, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to withdraw all the heroes and we're going to try to make some more defenses. So in the multiple consecutive damage, I like the Arden type teams and crowd controlling the enemies. And I like this spell, Enlightening spell. And we're going to do Iron. Damien as well is really good if you have him. You can even do Almas here. And you can go finally for... I would prefer Carolina. I think Carolina is a good option. So a team like this would be really good. You're going to control the enemies, and your Arden deals multiple consecutive damage, stacking up your rage. And yeah, this is an overall very effective team. I think it's very similar to the team I'm running as well. Here what I'm running is very similar to... I'm running like Antandra, Smokey, Coco. And when you're running Coco, usually try to give her this Cascade spell and let her ultimate quickly in the fight. And finally Odie. This is the team I'm running for my first Supreme Arena defense. I think it's pretty strong. Double threat, Vala and Odie. And then finally you can run a stall type team. So here is where I have my Scarlita team. Obviously you can't run Scarlita, but you can run a similar stall type team. Like this. It can be... I like Confining Spell in stall type teams. Okay, I mean, not great options left over. We can do Rowan. Elsa needs to be used somewhere. Taylene. Yeah, Taylene is good in stall. Yes. We're gonna do Taylene. So Taylene is kind of fulfilling the role of Scarlita, which is that Taylene does best in teams which have a tankiness so that they can protect the Taylene from dying. And with minion summons of Floribel and soul pack protection of Taylene and Thorn tanking the front line and multiple healing, I think this can be an effective team. So I would try a team like this for your Supreme Arena defenses. And again, you can use those same teams for offenses as well. If you look at your regular arena, you should be using Taylene here somehow. And Thorin. Like, I'm surprised you're not using Thorin. Definitely Thorin should be used. Usually I like confining spell in these arena defenses. Where is Thorin? But you can use enlightening spell in some cases. I'm gonna try a stall-oriented team. Thorin, Taylene, Damien, and Iron. A team like this. Give this a try. See how it works. Taylene does really well, again, if you have people who can stall out in the front line. And so that she can keep getting her damage off in the back. And multiple heals, Haywin, Damien. And this is what I mean. If you could get these two to +10 exclusive equipment, it will improve the effectiveness of this team. You can try a team like this. You have a good factional synergy as well. Let me know how it goes. But I think these are kind of the teams I would probably recommend. Before we end the video, I wanted to give an update to my wishlist recommendation. I've set it back to the wishlist that he had set on his account. And I just want to change a couple of things. Number one, I think for the Wilders, definitely Granny should be here instead of Brian. Granny is going to be better than Brian. She will help your PvP teams a lot more. And I'll put her here. And the other thing I really want to change is I want to change Igor for Thorin and keep him here because Thorin is such a crucial PvP hero. And eventually getting him to Paragon will be very powerful for your account. And you're not even that far away from Paragon. But I guess the thing is he might just want to have Igor in his account and not buy it from the arena store. But I think if you want Igor in your account, you can buy him from the arena store. So my personal preference, taking into account the fact that, yeah, you want to get Supreme Pluses and not maybe focusing Paragon as much. This would be like my compromise. My personal way I would do it is I would put every hero here for Paragon. I would put Vala here because I can buy Cassidy from the shop. I would put Floribel here because I can buy Granny from the shop. And the otherwise S level heroes would be the same. And on the other ones I would keep Odie here because I want to get him Paragon. I would keep Sylvina here because I want to get her Paragon. But if you want to get Supreme Pluses, then you can run a lineup like this. But I still recommend the Thorin here. If you really want Igor, you can buy him from the arena shop. And but definitely be buying Granny from the arena shop. Try to get her to Supreme Plus as quickly as you can. And I would recommend something like this. Cassidy is good for battle drills, but she isn't so crucial in any Dream Realm bosses. So, yeah, it's up to you if you want to be focusing her this much. But I think this looks like a pretty good wish list, kind of a compromise between getting Supreme Pluses and focusing on key Paragons. And when you get Iron and Carolina to Supreme Plus, I would still keep both of them here and try to get more copies of them for Paragon upgrades because they are really strong PvP heroes, and the strong PvP heroes you want to keep on here because you're going to be getting Supreme Plus on most heroes soon, and then you will need to work on Paragon. But anyway guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was helpful for all of you guys out there, and let me know what you guys thought about this video, and if you want me to do a review on your account, I will do that. But thank you all for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe because we upload daily AFK Journey videos. I'll be planning to upload another video along with this later on in the day. But thank you for watching. Until the next video, everyone, peace out for now.